Well, the King Power Stadium, where Southampton have won their last 2 matches, both 2-1 on each occasion, and both in the month of January in the season. So it's quite a hat-trick they're looking for. Throw in for Saints, midway inside the Leicester half on this near side. Goalless at the King Power in the Premier League on BBC Radio Solent. Shea Adams comes to collect, and he gives it away, caught in possession by Wilfred Ndidi. The Nigerian finds Albrighton looking for that long ball over the top for Vardy, and it was well marshalled by Bednarek, who headed it back to McCarthy. But that's the danger, Dave. Easy for everyone to see
He couldn't get enough lift or power on the ball.
No, and that's given away by Saints on the edge of their own box. Jack Stevens, Albrighton into the penalty area, squares it. Vardy, step over, Barnes hits it, and McCarthy parries it away out to the far side for a Leicester throw. That's as close as either side have come. And Jack Stevens giving it away on the edge of his own penalty area, Dave. Cost Saints dearly.
Well, that is good play from Leicester. Good dummy there from Vardy. And McCarthy makes an excellent save.
Leicester have it. James Justin running it up over halfway. Armstrong gets back in front of him. Still going. And eventually Southampton working so hard they force Leicester to come again from the back. It goes through Evans and Fofana out to Castagna. Castagna hoping to latch onto the ball that was backheeled by Albrighton cleverly, but Bertrand did very, very well. And that pass from Ward-Prowse would put a little pressure on Diallo, but he skipped past Ndidi. He's been fouled about twice, and Stuart Atwell still hasn't given the free kick, and Leicester can play on. Fault from Tielemans, just flicked out to Castagna. He's got Albrighton on the overlap, crosses into the box, and Vardy air shots it of all the players on the pitch from 12 yards out, and Saints clear it, and Walcott though gives it away. Held on to it too long. Leicester pressing here now. Albrighton's worried he's offside. Checks back onto his left foot, got away from Walcott, chips it into the 6-yard box, volleyed away by Saints, and Leicester keep possession. But that was a let-off, and then the ball threaded down the right. It's a good ball for Maddison. He's got behind Stevens, fires it into the roof of the net, and James Maddison scores, and Stevens couldn't hold him off without giving away a penalty, and Maddison has thrashed it past McCarthy, and Leicester have the lead at the King Power. It's Leicester 1, Southampton 0, possibly against the run of play, but it's Maddison's 5th of the season.
Well, I was just about to say to you, Adam, the happier of the two managers at the moment will be Ralph. But all of a sudden, Leicester get in, down this right-hand side. Maddison makes one of those runs, and he's right at an angle, and he's crashed that one over the top of McCarthy into the back of the net. Yeah. He's just spun, as the ball's gone in, he's spun off the shoulder, done the centre-half, and rattled it in.
Jan Bednarek will help it out to Kyle Walker-Peters, who started like a train down the right.
I think if we can utilise the change of play, Adam, out of that right-hand side, Barnes is reluctant to get back and pick up Walker-Peters. I think he can do damage down that right-hand side.
Well, McCarthy and Smallbone did well as Saints cleared. That's a great ball from Ward-Prowse. Here's Bertrand in the box, and it's saved by Schmeichel and over the bar as he fired it low at the Danish goalkeeper. It's come off his hands, could have gone anywhere, could have gone into the net, but Schmeichel's got it over the bar, and Bertrand, whose last goal was against Norwich over a year ago, found himself through, and he couldn't beat Schmeichel at his near post. Great move, good save, good shot, good football, Dave.
You know, as much as it was a good goal for Maddison getting in there and crashing it up, maybe McCarthy could have stood up a little bit higher, but having said that, he did crash it in. But Diallo was pulled and pushed. It was a foul before they got there.
Absolutely. Now Saints immediately trying to break in the second half. Armstrong's done brilliantly for 40 yards. Smallbone with the shot. Schmeichel saves, and it comes back out to Walcott, who couldn't get his feet right in time, and it comes off his foot and out for a goal kick. Great start to the second half for Saints as they break from left to right, and Armstrong at the heart of it again, Dave, driving down the middle, and Smallbone did little wrong with his first time shot, opened his body up, right-footed, it was going in, and Schmeichel parried it away to Walcott, and it almost tackled Walcott, the ball, as it sort of fell under his feet. Now Leicester have it again inside the Saints half, central with Barnes, flicks it cleverly to Justin. Barnes carries on ahead of him, then he pauses, checks, gives it back to Barnes, plays it infield. Tielemans with a clever ball back to Barnes in the box, then he pokes it out to Justin on the left wing, back to Barnes again. Leicester slow to get the ball in, but eventually they get it to Vardy, and he heads it over 7 yards out. Beautiful ball chipped to him, and actually, Dave, I think he should have done better, Vardy. Goal kick Saints.
Well, I'm just looking at as the ball comes over, as it's chipped up now.
I think he'll be disappointed.
Oh, he will be disappointed.
He's got under it. He's 7 yards out, and he's lobbed it over the crossbar. Goal kick Southampton. Leicester certainly upped their work off the ball in this second half for me, and have played much higher up the pitch, Dave. Made life more difficult for Saints to get out, that's for sure. And Ndidi and Tielemans threatening to get stronger in midfield as well. But Saints trying to break now. Walker-Peters onto Nlundulu. Plays it to his left to Armstrong. Bertrand's again gone up on his outside. Tucks it inside Armstrong onto his right foot. He's going to shoot. Hits the crossbar. Comes down Schmeichel on his line. Saints want a penalty, and they get a penalty, I think. Or have they got offside? He was blowing his whistle then, Stuart Atwell, like there'd been a shove as Saints went for the rebound, but the offside has gone up from the linesman. And any penalty claim they might have had has been ruled null and void. But Armstrong hits the crossbar, and that's as close as Southampton have come. Dave.
Well, he's gambled there, and he's hit it all of 20 yards. It's a good strike at him, off the bar.
Yeah,
but as it's
come
back,
in for it, yeah, he's offside, Dave.
He's offside. But if he hadn't been offside, that was a foul.
Yeah, Evans just
barged
went all over
clean
the back
into
of
him.
Yeah. But Southampton still just a goal behind here, 1-0. As Leicester come forward down the right. Albrighton crosses, intercepted by Bednarek, and that was a bit of a hospital pass to Bertrand. Chip back across the box, should be 2-0, cleared off the line by Bednarek from Barnes' shot. I'm not sure how he didn't pick out Vardy. He went for Barnes at the back post, and that's a let-off, Dave.
Oh, well, really, this should have gone 2 up. But I think we should have cleared the ball on the dead ball line at him.
Absolutely. It was given to Bertrand as a complete hospital pass, Dave. It was man and ball he was given. And they've just got to clear your lines. You can't always mess about. But Barnes should have scored, Dave. Now, good ball into Walcott. That's taking up a good position. Walcott driving towards the box, decides to feed Walker-Peters on his outside. Crosses early, looking for Nlundulu. I thought Walcott might have pulled the trigger. He didn't. And Perez has done well to come back into his own half. Fouled by Walcott. Play on. There's a break on here for Leicester as the game opens up in the final minutes. James Justins, midway inside the Saints half. 2 to his right. One of them's Vardy in the box. Checks inside onto his left foot. McCarthy saves it brilliantly down in front of him. Somehow it's still 1-0. And Vardy denied again by Saints at the King Power. And McCarthy's kept them in the game.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for Leicester as Vardy picks up the ball, checks back on it and hits it with his left foot. Good save from McCarthy. Really, there should be 2 or 3 up now. But while they stay 1-0, Saints will still feel they've got a chance of getting a point here.
Well, McCarthy has literally kept Saints in it. He's done brilliantly. Bednarek forced back by Iheanacho. Saints have to get the ball near the Leicester penalty area. Sent out by McCarthy. That's a great clearance. Bertrand got Albrighton getting back goal side of him. Just checked and goes back to halfway. Stevens goes past Perez. Tries to play it into feet. Leicester will break. They've taken it up. Stevens should be yellow carded, but they're going to play the advantage. And it could be 2-0 now because Barnes is through on goal from that pass. And he does wrap it up. And Leicester beat Southampton for the first time in 5 Premier League games at the King Power Stadium. That goal from Harvey Barnes right in the final seconds has finished Saints off. A brave effort from a Southampton team depleted in numbers, but Leicester goes second in the Premier League and Barnes has made it sure. Dave.
Well, full marks to the boys. They've had a go tonight. I mean, with so many players missing, I think they've still turned in a solid performance. They've worked extremely hard.
Southampton have lost, for the 5th time this season, but for only the 3rd time in their last 16 Premier League games. And they lose away from home for the first time since the opening weekend of the season back in September.